that provides this service, and we thought we had it fixed, so apologize that we lost some streaming there. So here's a look at the power outages. As I mentioned, over 150,000 people without power in Alabama. There are several tens of thousands as well without power in the Florida Panhandle, and as we head through Thursday, that's going to shift over towards the Carolinas, obviously, because we're talking about winds around 35 miles an hour, and you're talking about that for multiple hours. You certainly have a high risk of getting power outages. So I definitely expect to see more people without power, maybe 500,000 or more all told across all the states. Maybe even more than that. We'll have to see how much Sally can deliver between now and the end of the week. I'm going to take a quick look at the Atlantic Basin. We had some questions last night about Yvette and Teddy. Neither one of those are imminent threats to the United States. Teddy down there, I believe that's Yvette. I have to put this on here, but a major expected to be. Oh, it is Teddy. I'm sorry. It's early, and I couldn't remember who that was, but that's Teddy, which is expected to be a major hurricane and then weaken a bit before it gets to Bermuda. Still going to be an issue for Bermuda, nonetheless. I think in about 5 days. Vicky, you can see further out towards the east. Neither one of those a threat to the United States. The new African wave that came off the coast a couple of days ago has about a 90% chance of developing. And notice that the area we've been watching over in the Gulf of Mexico, off the coast of the Baja there, could potentially develop into something. So we'll see how that plays out, you guys. We only have one named storm left before we go to the Greek alphabet, and that's Wilfred. And I definitely think that is going to be a possibility and going to be a very real scenario that we will go into the Greek alphabet this year. Okay, let me do one more thing, and then Damien will take the stream down in just a minute. I wanted to show the live radar one more time. And let me pull my show. I've got to get it back up to the top. And I wanted to look at those winds one more time. And I'll go back and answer some questions, you guys, if you have any specific ones. I apologize because of the software issues. I'm not able to pull up questions very easily right now. But I can certainly go back and answer them after we take the broadcast down. Okay, I can at least look at Facebook on my phone. So we got a lot of people here. I'll see if anybody has got any questions. A lot of people wishing well wishes to everyone, of course. That's always nice to see. And I'll go back and look at YouTube and everything else when we take the feed down and take a look. So here is another live look at those 5 radar sites. And again, really, really heavy rains. And Mariana has been under a tornado warning. You can see one of the feeder bands there rotating onto Mariana. Let me grab my pointer. There it is. This is the band that has prompted 2 tornado warnings, significant rains, and I'm talking about several inches an hour coming down. And then here's another tense line and then the actual eye itself becoming harder to pick up. But generally in this area, you can see the eastern eye wall right there. The western, we don't have radar over here on Melbourne. I have that went down a couple hours ago, so we're not going to get a clear depiction, an accurate depiction, but you can definitely see the eastern eye wall right here. And then you can see the heavier rains up in here as well, as this will be a multi-hour rain event for this area, and the flash flooding risk is significant in this area, not to mention that the winds are still packing an incredible amount. So the buoy that I showed that was off the coast of Mobile, it is not currently working, it looks like, at the moment. As of last check, and again, I can't verify whether some of these stations are down or not at the moment since we went live. I know they were updating before we went live, but let me zoom in here. So a lot of these winds, again, in the neighborhood of, again, the Mobile station is down. So their last check was 57.5, 77. You can see that we've got a wind, and then we got 55.2. And then, of course, they decrease as we get further out. Let me just zoom in real quick and see what's going on here. So These update hourly. These are gusts, by the way. Let me remind you, these are not sustained winds. So the sustained winds, you can take off about 10% usually as a rough estimate. So that would mean in the neighborhood of, say, 60 miles, 64 miles per hour sustained winds in that region. So that's a general rule of what you can do when you're trying to extrapolate the sustained wind off of a gust. And then let me show one more look at the radar, the loop, because this will show the eye. You can see as it came on shore in Gulf Shores around 7 this morning, that little drop you see is when the mobile radar site went down. And still the eye itself holding together. When you look at it from this vantage point, you can still see that eye wall, but again, becoming much more ragged now that the western side of the eye is over Pensacola right now. We'll continue to see it deteriorate, become less organized, and we should start to see that dramatic drop in intensity as we head through these next several hours. Okay, you guys, I think that's going to do it for now. And again, I apologize for not being able to answer the questions at the moment because I can't see them. But I'll go back and take a look. We'll have some housekeeping notes. We'll have another update with these coordinates and the wind information around 11 o'clock this morning. We'll have a new path from the Hurricane Center as well. So look for that. We'll do a live stream with the graphics. And we tried to use some of our cameras with our partners from Surfline, but of course, understandably, the Surfline cameras are down in the Florida Panhandle, and they are not working in the Gulf Coast because they are dealing with a hurricane. So I can't show you live cameras, but we can. We'll look for some additional video and try and show you that as well. And we'll continue to have updates for you here in the app and across the social media platforms as we head through this morning. Okay, you guys, I think that's going to do it for now. If you've got family and friends down there, know we're wishing them the very best. It's going to be a very long morning, several more hours before crews can officially assess damage. The video that you're seeing on Twitter and the pictures you're seeing on social media, of course, are from storm chasers or folks that live in that area that still are able to send out information. But the crews, it'll be several more hours before they can get out and start looking at the damage and moving power lines and trying to move obstructions like boats that are in roads. It'll take several days and weeks for that to happen, some of the bigger stuff. But anyway, we just wanted to give you an update and let you know that it's still packing winds near 90. We should continue to see that trend of decrease of wind as we head through these next several hours. All right, on behalf of the MyRadar team, including Damian McFarland driving the bus, you guys, I'm Chief Meteorologist Leslie Hudson. It is 9:18 Eastern Time, 8:18 Central Time. We thank you guys for stopping in. And again, our best wishes to everyone down there in the Gulf Coast. We'll continue to keep you updated here. Thanks for joining and stay safe, everybody.